Y'all have been asking for this video for years, and I'm finally making it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bailey, and today we're gonna talk about how to get a job at Starbucks. Just for a little background, I was a barista at Starbucks for 3 years. I've got the apron to prove it. You've probably seen some of my vlogs of me working at Starbucks, and if you haven't yet, please go watch them because they are my favorite videos I've ever made on this channel. I actually applied to Starbucks 2 different times, and the first time I was not offered a job, but that's okay. We put the work in, we came back, applied again, and got the job the second time. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what I did differently and some tips and tricks on how you can get the job as well. Let's get into it. I just want to preface this by saying that Starbucks receives thousands and thousands of applications every single day, which means they have the right to be picky about who they choose to hire. The key to overcoming this is by standing out, taking initiative, and going above and beyond. When I first applied to Starbucks, I was fresh out of high school with absolutely no work experience. The harsh reality when it comes to applying to jobs with so many applicants is that employers are going to want to choose somebody with work experience over somebody without it. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to have years of previous work experience or previous work experience specifically in a coffee shop or the food industry. You just need to have previous work experience, period. It doesn't even have to be paid. If you have substantial volunteer experience, use that to your advantage. Employers just want to make sure that the person they're hiring is responsible. After I didn't get the job at Starbucks, I got a job at Walmart for 2 months. I worked in online grocery store pickup. This was in the middle of the pandemic, so if you ever ordered your groceries online and had somebody bring them out to you in the parking lot and put them in the back of your car, I was that person. I was not working with food and I wasn't in the food industry, and I only worked there for 2 months before applying to Starbucks again and getting the job. So that was the biggest change in between my 2 applications and what I really think was responsible for me getting the job. Now let's get into the actual application part. I always recommend applying to multiple Starbucks if feasible. Obviously, don't apply to a Starbucks 1 hour away if you're not willing to drive 1 hour away to work. But applying to more places increases your chances of getting an interview and increases your chances of getting the job. Resume is one of the first things that they see from you, if not the first thing that they see from you. And my channel is not about giving professional or resume advice, but what I will say is use your resources. If you're in college, your college probably has a resume help service where you can go in and receive feedback on your resume. And if you're not in college, ChatGPT is your best friend. Obviously, don't have ChatGPT write the resume for you, but it can help you craft and improve a resume that you've already written. And another tip I have for writing the actual resume part, and this is a tip for whether you're applying to Starbucks or applying to any job, this is useful advice, but go onto their website. Almost all websites will list the qualities that they are looking for in that position, and I want you to find ways on your resume to show that you are demonstrating those qualities. Like, for example, Starbucks wants baristas that are communicative, that are friendly, and can talk to anybody. And on my resume, I put that I was a cheerleader for 10 years. And with being a cheerleader, your job is literally being in front of crowds, in front of people you don't know, and going up and talking to strangers. So that is how I demonstrated that quality in my resume. After you submit your application is the waiting game to see if the store manager is going to reach out to you. We are not playing the waiting game. The key to getting any job is going out of your way and doing something nobody else will do, and that is how you stand out. A couple days after you submit your application, I want you to give your Starbucks a little ring-a-ding-ding and ask if the store manager is available to speak to you. And if they're not available to speak to you, ask when is a good time for you to call back so that you can speak to them. Call back during that time because you would love to come in and quickly introduce yourself in person. What I will warn you of is the barista or shift supervisor you're speaking to on the phone, if you aren't able to get a hold of the manager, is probably going to ask you for your name and number, write it down a sticky note, put it next to the register, and then it is going to get lost into the abyss. Personally, from experience, I picked up so many calls of applicants wanting me to leave their name and number down so the manager can give them a call, and I write their name and number on a sticky note. That sticky note sits next to the register, drinks get spilled on it, it falls off, it gets lost, I know that sounds bad, but unfortunately with the fast-paced environment of Starbucks, sometimes that's just how it is. I know from personal experience, trust me. So don't stop at just leaving a note. You want to come in and just quickly introduce yourself to the store manager. During that time that you're waiting to come in and introduce yourself in person to the store manager, come into Starbucks, say hi, talk to your baristas. Hopefully if you're applying to Starbucks, you love coffee, just go in and grab yourself a coffee, say hi to the barista, say you're an applicant, ask them what they like about their job. Obviously don't do this in rush hour. You're not gonna have the best conversation with your barista if they're trying to do a million different things at once. But getting to know your baristas personally may lead to them recommending you to their store manager. Okay, you got a hold of your store manager, you've got a meeting set up to come in and introduce yourself. This is not an interview, and they are very busy, so you don't want to take up too much of their time. But just introduce yourself. Talk about who you are, where you come from, show how you demonstrate qualities of being a great barista, and back them up with examples. Ask questions about the job, and most importantly, explain why you are interested in becoming a barista. This was my strategy for getting an interview at Starbucks. If they are unable to offer you an interview, ask them why. It may be that they're just not hiring right now. You might not have the availability that fits their needs at the moment, but ask them why and ask what you can do better next time. You want to show them that you are committed to becoming a barista and you're interested in improving. They may not be able to offer you an interview or offer you a job right now, but they may recommend you to other stores nearby. I plan on making another video on how to do well in your interview at Starbucks, but until then, leave some questions in the comments and I'll try to answer them. See you guys in my next video. But I bet it was a right thing.